Hi everyone, it's Elizabeth with the Inner Light Moon Oracle, here for the full moon in Virgo reading. We had a beautiful full moon this morning around 4:30 Pacific time, and now we're going to do the reading for this full moon cycle. Thank you for tuning in. Take a moment and sense into these three piles. See which one resonates for you. Very good. So we'll start with the leftmost pile. Put these away. So my left pile, folks, if you chose the left pile, the card for your full moon is the Dragon Emperor, ruler of the four seas. And behind you we have autumn, season of metal. And before you we have the generosity card reversed, sharing gifts brings appreciation. So starting with the dragon card, this card is a spirit level card. It's the dragon zodiac. We are in the year of the dragon. And this card is a lot about growth. I like to call this card the centering your emotions card, because we see this dragon surrounded by water, which symbolizes our emotions, and yet he is the ruler. In Chinese cosmology, the dragons bring water, and he's holding this pearl of wisdom at the heart, at the dantian, second chakra area, where all our passions and our emotions stem from. So not repressing our emotions, letting them flow, but also not being overwhelmed by them. That is what this card is about. Looks like you're coming out of, what left pile folks, you're coming out of this season of metal. This is the season of decluttering, the season of cleansing. The leaves have fallen to the ground. The beautiful foliage, autumn foliage, has now fallen from the trees and is going to be fodder for next year's seeds. So just letting go of all those things that deserve to be cast away, that it's time to let those items die so they can serve for the new growth coming up. The new growth coming up in this cycle is a fire card. I'm going to just reverse this energy, and it's the generosity card. Sharing gifts brings appreciation. So how are you sharing your gifts? This young person is singing their song, speaking their truth, and maybe if it comes up for you that you don't feel like opening up, if you feel a little reserved, or maybe you start to share your truth and it's not really appreciated, just know that this can be turned around in a snap, and value yourself. This generosity really comes from self-confidence, sitting deep inside of yourself and feeling like your gifts are worthy of being shared, and your gifts are really needed in the world today. So left pile folks, that's your reading for the full moon in Virgo. I'm Elizabeth with the Inner Light Moon Oracle, and now we're moving on to the middle pile. So for those of you that chose the middle pile, the card for your full moon is the clearing card. Decluttering opens the heart and home. Behind you we have retreat, Chang'e, the Chinese moon goddess, accompanied by the jade rabbit. And then before you we have the intention card, deliberate commitment, also reversed. So let's have a look and see. With the clearing card, this metal energy, it's really, and this is a great card for the Virgo full moon, who likes order, who likes things to be tidy. And so this is a card for systemizing your home, for really like removing all the unsightly things that are cluttering up your physical and mental space and energetic space, and just making room for something fresh to come in, something new and something beautiful. So this is a great time to just clean out and let go. Behind you, you've had some time for retreat. We're seeing the rabbit zodiac, who is this elegant energy, very sensitive, very artistic, very emotional, with the moon goddess, also very temperamental. And retreat is Changi's what she does best. So you have been in an internal state. This is a crystal palace of her home, and she's residing on the moon. So just this place of retreat, where is a sanctuary, and then moving into how you create your own sanctuary here on the physical plane, really coming out of this internal sanctuary and manifesting it in a more physical example. And then moving into the intention card reverse. So fire, the last two, like the left pile reading and this reading, are showing up reverse. This fire energy is showing up, coming up, but it's also sort of, there's some resistance or obstacles. So let's just turn your intentions around. Allow these intentions to come through, committing to the intentions. Or maybe this is a time to sort of hone your intentions and really understand, what do I really want? How do I get there? And this shows the steps to get there. And as long as you follow the steps, you will arrive at your destination. So middle pile folks, this is your full moon reading in Virgo. I'm Elizabeth with the Inner Light Moon Oracle. And then for the right pile, if you chose a right pile, let's give you guys a moment. It's turning into the right pile, folks. Your card is the Moon Baby. The path clears by the light of the moon. And then behind you, we have this Restoration card. Restoration prepares for the arrival of goodness. And again, we're showing a reversal here coming up. So it looks like this, for all three different piles, whichever pile you chose, the future is looking like there's some resistance coming up for everyone. And just knowing that that's kind of something to accept, to lean into, know it's there, and then just see, is it appropriate to carry through, or is it appropriate just to meditate on that and sort of allow that energy to be there. So for my right pile folks, your card, the Moon Baby, again, a spirit level card. And this shows the moon, a little bit obscured by the clouds, and a sampan floating on still waters in the ocean, and a child here who has to surrender to the universe, who has to surrender to the unknown. This card's really about trust and not being clear on what the direction is, not being certain, but like this infant who is born on the planet, we're all here, and we all have to float on this journey we call life, and trusting that the path will clear with the moon, and the universe is here with deep and profound love for all of us. Now behind you, my right pile folks, we have the Restoration card. It's a metal card, and restoration prepares for the arrival of goodness. So this is the one metal card in the deck that, instead of cutting away, talks about patching up. So this card, it looks like behind you, you've been coming from this energy of trying to patch things up, trying to restore, and take something old and make it fresh again. And that's where you've been. And now coming into this uncertainty, like working hard on something and then being a little bit cloudy, a little bit confused, like where am I really going with this? And coming up for you, my right pile folks, is the Restoration card, again, reversed. So harmony with health, relationships, and work. And we see a tuning fork here. And this, the wood energy, is this card of growth, and this card of, something fresh coming through. And in reverse, it sort of means, well, there's like some uncertainty about What are you actually vibrating with? What is actually in harmony with you? What really feels authentic and really feels rich and full, and like what gives you your deepest yes. And this card really, if we get rid of the resistance, it's really about checking in with your yes and checking in with your physical felt sense, what actually is true for you on a body level, on a soul level, in your heart. You know, this is a put your hand on your heart card. Put your hand on your heart and ask, is this really true for me? Is this really right for me? And see what your heart responds. See how your heart feels. And, you know, if it really seems unclear, that's okay too. Just know that the light is coming, the clarity, the path, the direction, it's all coming. Just as the moon rises every night and the sun rises every morning. We are here and the universe supports us, and we're in this full moon in Virgo cycle. So many blessings to everyone. Thank you for being here. I'm Elizabeth, and I will see you for the new moon in a couple weeks.